Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name's David A. Kwan and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my weekly Sunday vlog. This one's for August 16th, 2020. In this video, we're gonna talk about the updates, what's been going on with me for the past week. I finished a TV show. I want to talk to you guys about my thoughts on the season. And I finished a video game on PS4 this past week. I want to give you guys my review on that, okay? But before we get to that, you guys asked me some good questions in the comment section of last week's vlog. I'm going to answer in this week's vlog, okay? So I picked out 10 questions that I think I can give you some good answers to. Don't worry, if I didn't answer your question, either ask the question again or ask a completely different question, all right? Maybe I've already answered in the previous vlog or something like that. So comment below with some questions and I'll pick out my favorites and I'll answer it next week, all right? So the first question here is from LightSouls, okay? I'm subscribed to him, he's subscribed to me, okay? Do you like dubstep? I'm okay with dubstep, man. I've listened to it, and it just exists in my world, okay? It's not like something I play on in my car all the time or anything like that. It just exists, you know? I have friends who are into it, I have family that are into it. I have my own music, you know? If I walk into, you know, any type of public place, like a bar or something like that, and they're playing dubstep, I'm not like, no, change to something else. Nah, I'm not like that, okay? It's just there, you know? It just exists, you know? I'll listen to it, but if it's not on, I don't ask for it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Dubstep, it's fine with me. I got no problem with dubstep. Same thing with country music and, you know, the electronic related, like what's that? Trance and all that stuff, you know? It just exists in my world, you know? And if it's on, you know? I'm not going to complain about it. I just absorb it, you know? Hidden Hawaiian asks, if I've ever joined the military, what would I join? Would I join the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force? What? Okay. When I was like in high school still, you know, when you're in, you know, when you're a junior or senior in high school, they always come to you, you know, and they're like, oh, you want to join the Army after high school or something like that? So yeah, someone in the Army did approach me and a bunch of other guys, you know, approached a class and asked, you know, if you want to join and stuff like that. I was in JROTC when I was in middle school, okay? They had like a military type class or whatever to teach you like, you get a history credit for it. And it's also kind of a elective. I guess out of all those, I would probably choose the Air Force, okay? Just because I know a lot of other people who are into Air Force, okay? And they seem to be doing just fine, you know? I guess if you want some action or whatever, join the Army or Marines, okay? Oh, Elizabeth, her family was in the Army, okay? So when I dated her, like when I go to the house, like there's tons of pictures of, you know, them in the uniform and stuff like that. Her parents were in the Army. So yeah, there you go. I guess I would choose Air Force. Sid asked, which film has made me cry? You guys already know it. I already reviewed it, okay? Batman versus Superman. I cried when I saw that movie, man. Like, it's just a dream to see those characters together on the screen, all right? And to see them fighting, I was like, no, don't fight. You two are like, it's like two of my favorites, you know, getting together and they're fighting. I was like, I don't want to see this. I was crying, man. So, you guys already know, when I did my review on the movie, I was like, man, I shed a tear, man. I was like crying, and my friends were sitting right next to me, and they're like, what the heck's wrong with you? so yeah, Batman vs. Superman made me cry, okay? MultiGunMan, Jason, all right? He just got on Twitter, and he was like commenting on my stuff and liking all my tweets and stuff like that. He asked me, will I ever collect retro video games, you know? For me, retro is anything before PS1. So like NES and Genesis and stuff like that. Probably not anytime in the near future. Although I can see myself collecting old Atari games. I have a source. I know where to get old Atari games, like Atari 2600 video games. There's this one place I go to here in Houston. It's only like $1, but you can buy like 30 games each, and they have like a huge section, and they're just no one touches them. Okay, so if I want, I usually buy the whole box of Atari games for like $1 each. Okay, but yeah. But I don't think I'm going to start any retro gaming soon. I'm having a hard time controlling my PS4 and Xbox One collections already. Okay. I guess I would like to buy old PC games. Like when I was a little kid, I had a Windows 95, right? So old games like Mech Warrior and like Tomb Raider, like super old games, right? Myst and all that stuff. Maybe I consider like collecting those. Okay. I play a lot of old PC games. One of the PC games that I really want to like dig up, try to find and try to play again is The Lighthouse. There was an old game, it was like a point and click type game, all right? Solving puzzles and stuff like that. It was called The Lighthouse. I played it when I was a kid. I never finished it. And like, it's always been in the back of my mind, I really want to play this old game. I played it on my Windows 95 computer, way back when I was a kid. My parents, like, our first family computer was like this IBM Windows 95 PC. Okay. WolfeMenC&W asks, what's the most memorable movie experience for me? I talked about this too. When I saw the movie Titanic, my entire family saw that movie together in the theaters. Okay, my grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins. You know, both my parents, my sister, me. You know, we all went to see the movie Titanic together in theaters. That has never happened again in my entire lifetime. And, you know, and some of the people, my grandpa and such, you know, he's not around anymore. You know. So it's not going to happen again. But when I was a kid, when that movie first came out, I was like just a preteen at the time. I've never experienced, you know, the entire family taking up an entire, you know, 2 rows of the movie theaters. That had never happened again, man. I would love to see that happen again. You know, it's like, okay, just the kids go to see a movie, or, you know, just my dad and I go see the movie, you know, but never the entire family. When we heard that Titanic got good reviews, and the entire family went. Okay. Okay. Jayden Morris asking which is my favorite GTA game. My favorite Grand Theft Auto. Do I have it here? Well, I have it here. I just can't reach it. Is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. I played on the PSP originally. I also got it on PS2. I really enjoyed that game. Victor Vance, a lot of characters from Vice City come back, like Umberto and stuff like that, you know? The missions, if you know how to do it, you can beat it pretty quick, you know? And I love the atmosphere, you know? It's kind of like that Miami vibe, you know? It's everything, beautiful palm trees, you know? Nice colors and stuff like that. So I like that game the most, okay? It's also funny. Like some of the characters in there, like well, the other Grand Theft Autos are also they're funny times, funny moments, funny characters, you know. But also, Vice City Stories is also the first GTA game I ever beaten. Like I played other ones before that, you know, but I never beaten them. Vice City Stories was the first Grand Theft Auto game that I was like, I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna beat all these missions, you know. And that's why I like it. Okay. VEVO Music Dude, what got you into trophy hunting? He asked. Okay. One reason is I really like the sound effect when the trophy pops up, that bling. You know, it's very satisfying too. And plus, I feel like if I get a trophy when I'm playing video games, I don't feel like I'm doing nothing. You know, sometimes I play a game, you know, and I didn't win any trophies, you know. It's just like I feel like I wasted my time. So when I do trophy hunting, or like I try to get a certain trophy, I feel like I'm getting my time's worth into doing this video game stuff, you know. So I feel like trophy hunting just keeps me playing. Also, it extends the game a little bit more too. Just trying for it. Okay. Alejandro Rosete. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What's my favorite Call of Duty game? I've said this before, I've made a video about it too. My favorite Call of Duty game is Call of Duty 2. Okay, it's available on 360, You can play it on the PC. You know, Call of Duty 2. I beat that game. I got like every single achievement in the game. When I played it on Xbox 360, by the way. I got the Xbox 360 version. I got every single achievement. I played on the highest difficulty. I even made like a challenge to everyone that if you want to be my friend on Xbox, you gotta beat this game. You know, just like me. You know, on the highest difficulty, and you know, I enjoyed the game because very simple controls. You know, it's not too crazy. The graphics aren't like dust and lens flares and explosions and all that stuff. It's a very simple game. Okay, those are simpler times. But the game is completely playable. You know, I love the graphics and stuff like that. The environments. You know, but yeah. That's my favorite Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty 2. Michael Stack. Will you ever get a capture card so you can record yourself playing older games? Probably not, you know. Like, let's say I buy the PS5 or the Xbox Series X and they don't have any type of live streaming capabilities, right? That's it. I'll probably just live stream, like, do these type of things, like IRL, Q&A type of stuff, you know, on my phone. JolliAllGenGamer asks, have I gotten the Switch yet? No, I don't have the Switch. I don't know what to play on it, honestly. Well, there are some exclusives, I guess, but they're not like, oh, I just have to get a Switch to buy this game. That's the thing. Like, my cousin has a Switch. I have some friends that have a Switch. Coworkers have a Switch. They bring it to work and stuff like that. And also my students have Switches too, and they talk about it all the time. I guess if I get a Switch, the first game I would play is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Because I played the first two. I got the first two on like the PS2. And I haven't played the third one, okay? So that, you know, I played Mario Maker. I got that on the 3DS. Super Smash Bros, I guess. I played that on the Wii previously. Mario Party I got on the DS also. Maybe some of those, like exclusive games. But I'll probably play like the usual stuff, you know? The things I'm into, like NBA 2K, like Doom and Diablo, Assassin's Creed 3, LA Noire, Wolfenstein, Skyrim. Games I already played. but yeah, there's some, I'm not really a huge Mario and Legend of Zelda type guy, you know. Those first party Nintendo games, they're right now Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I would probably play that. Okay. Well, that is it for the Q&A segment of this video. I have 2 reviews. I have more to say about the TV show that I have, so we'll just talk about the video game I played first. I did complete Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Now, if you guys remember, some of you guys haven't been here that long. Shadow of Mordor, the first game, the game that came before this in the Middle-earth games, okay? That was like the first game I ever live streamed on Twitch, like ever. Like, that was the first game I ever live streamed. Like, if you scroll down all the way to the first video that's highlighted ever on my Twitch, it's Shadow of Mordor, okay? And I really enjoyed that game. This game, they improved a few things, all right? So number 1, you're not in some gloomy wasteland in the entire game. And this one, there's like foresty areas. There's like a big snowy mountain. There's like, there's like lava area, and there's like dark caves and whatever, you know. You're not in like, it's not so boring, you know. The visuals aren't so boring as the first one. You know, it's very pretty game. And also the orcs and stuff, they're very colorful, all their armor and stuff like that. It's very, very bright and pretty, you know. Unlike the first game where everything's a little gloomy, you know. It's all very dull colors and stuff like that, and very you know, it's like a big wasteland. Think of deserty and whatever, you know. Not that they do have some grass areas and whatever, you know, but this game's more pretty to look at. All right. I don't like the controls for this game. I guess if I have to complain about anything, is that you don't have any type of lock-on feature, okay? The enemies, you're fighting a boss or whatever, he's like climbing over you and running this way and that way, and you don't, sometimes you can't see them on the screen. You have to turn around. this hand is trying to attack, and I'm trying to move the stick. I actually have to use my left hand to move the right stick because that's how the camera. Okay, so it gets pretty crazy. I haven't looked at the other presets, but with the default controls, it was really difficult to control sometimes because it gets so chaotic at times. You know, just watch my final video when I beat the game. All right, it's just crazy. And honestly, I recently deleted the game off my hard drive because I couldn't save my fort. Like I got attacked. And there was like a bajillion enemies on the screen. I can't keep track of it. So I wish it was like a lock-on feature. You say, okay, I want to fight this enemy, and that's it. All right. And then it just sticks with that guy as long as you're holding down this button or whatever, you know. Because it is very hack and slashy, you know. Most of the game, you have your combos. You press this button at the same time or whatever. You do like a special combo. But most of the game, it's hack and slash. I'm just pressing square again just to see swinging a sword the entire time. You know, and it gets kind of repetitious, you know, like all the enemies in the game. There's a little pool, a little list of strengths and weaknesses, basically, right? And once you figure it out, the game's really easy, you know. My favorite part of the game is probably the like when you're attacking a fortress, but there's not a lot of them in the game. As a matter of fact, to beat the game, you just need to take 4 down. But it takes a lot of work. You gotta like take down all the captains and all the war chiefs and stuff like that, and then you can go attack the fort. You know, but it gets really repetitive after a while. It's like, oh, this guy again. You know, oh great, another one that's you can't shoot arrows at or whatever. You know, so for me, I would probably give it like a 7.5 or an 8. Okay, just because it gets really repetitious. It gets really, really crazy and chaotic, some of the fights and stuff. It gets really frustrating also, you know. But I loved it because it's visually stunning, and I like some of the little mini parts. Certain missions are very fun. Okay. I finished a TV show. I did an unboxing during a live stream. I guess you'll see it later on in the month or something like that. But I did finish watching Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Season 2. Yeah. I love this series, man. There's only 8 episodes. This was like an Amazon Prime exclusive. I don't have Amazon Prime, so I bought the DVD. I'm really glad I did, man. Only 3 discs, only 8 episodes. But they get really to the point, man. So basically, Jack Ryan goes to Venezuela, okay, where there's an election going on. The corrupt president is killing innocent people, imprisoning those who are speaking against him, you know. You know, Jack Ryan and his former boss, Jim Greer, you know, are helping like his opponents, the lady that's running against him and stuff, okay. And while they're there, his friend got killed, a soldier got lost, all this crap happened, you know, and Jack Ryan is the only one that could put the pieces together and realize that, hey, it's the Presidente that did all that crazy stuff, you know? He's the bad guy in this situation. Throughout the entire season, we couldn't prove it. Well, only he can figure out the pieces, you know? And I like that, man. I like these type of stories, you know? It's sad, too. Tons of, like, the lady who's running against the president, like, her husband was gone, you know? Jack Ryan's dealing with the death of his best friend, you know, who's a senator. Jim Greer, you know, he had to deal with his heart problems and stuff like that. And there was this group of soldiers. One of the soldiers got lost and whatever, and they had to find him and whatever, you know. Tons of good stuff, and they get right to the point. With only 8 episodes, it went by so quick, man. It took me like 2 days just to binge through the entire show, the entire season. I freaking loved it. Okay, if you haven't checked out the series, check it out, okay? I thought I would hate the series, to be honest with you, because a lot of like characters I liked from the first season didn't come back in this one. But I guess you don't really need him. Like I really like the relationship that he had with that one, like the nurse, the doctor. Okay, I wish she was in this, but she wasn't in it. But we don't really need her there. Maybe if they bring her back for a future season or whatever. There was also this German spy. She was hunting down this one dude. She was like, she cares for him, but he's like a mercenary. And he's out to kill everyone, you know. But you know, you get your emotions, and in the end, I don't know. She killed the mercenary guy. Okay, the one who was like killing everyone. For the president, by the way. But no one could prove it, okay? But in the end, he had a daughter, and I don't know, maybe the daughter wants his revenge on Jack Ryan in the future season or something like that. She grows to be like an assassin or whatever. I can see that happening. I know there's a third season, they're working on it. Looking forward to seeing that, you know. I'll buy it immediately when it comes out. Like, I bought this full price, man. Didn't even bother to hesitate or whatever. I knew that when this came out on DVD, oh, it came out like last week or something like that. I knew I had to get it, okay? Because I like the series. You know, I'm a huge Tom Clancy fan. I like the characters. I like the characters in this world. You know, the Ryanverse. Okay. All right, guys. I guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to comment with your questions. I know some of you guys are very like, Dave, you're never answering my question. Just keep asking. Eventually, I'll get to it. All right. Or pick a different question. To be honest with you, maybe that's why. You know. And I'll answer it next week. All right. Oh. Should I talk about my school stuff going on? You know what? Let's let this week go by because we just started. Maybe we'll let the school year move on, you know, and see how crazy it gets or whatever. But we had new student orientation this past week, and not much excitement. But yeah, let's wait till all the kids come back, and then we'll see how it goes. All right. So thank you for watching, everyone. Be sure to comment, subscribe, share the word, and all that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.